This is Hino's Sport bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, y'all. Y'all can see, man. Man, it was a good Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year to everyone. Happy 2020. The year 2020 is not about getting it. You know what I'm saying? Year 29 was let's get it. The year 2020 is let's crush it. Let me say it again. The year of 2020 is let's crush it. Now, on to the damn video, man. So I'm about to crush it. Gervonta Tank Davis. As you guys saw yesterday, I put a community post up. Obviously, I didn't do no videos yesterday because I was just in a celebratory mood. And sometimes it's just good to get your mind away from YouTube for a little bit. So on to the damn video, man. Gervonta Tank Davis. Why are people, classic dotes and troglodytes, Rudy, Pooh, and Plum brains, ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric, now understanding that Gervonta Tank Davis was the reason why Gamboa got the torn or ruptured Achilles, whatever you want to call it, because we don't know which one it is. He hit the man in the second round with gorilla fists. That's what he hit him with, and it caused the injury. I gave you guys a link in the community post to explain how the injury took place. It was because of Tank's power. At the end of the day, Gervonta Tank Davis is the reason why Curious Gamboa got that injury that he got. Now, he may have had a previous Achilles injury, supposedly, but it's just interesting that his injury all of a sudden looms up after the fact. The same Gamboa that sat here and told Gervonta Tank Davis at the end of the fight, you did way, way, way better than Terrence Bud Crawford. That's why Terrence Bud Crawford was in his feelings. I told you, he's a chihuahua barking behind the damn fence. Let me say it again. A chihuahua barking behind the damn fence. That's his truest and his most properest levels. So you folks have to understand, he's just hot and bothered like grits because of the fact that Gervonta Tank Davis never got stanky-legged in the fight. He was never in trouble, and he basically dominated the fight for 12 rounds. I don't know what fight you guys were watching. Everybody's sitting here saying that wasn't the best performance. You boxing fans, man, y'all got to start expanding your minds. Let me say it again. Boxing fans need to start expanding their minds. This is the same foolery they said about Errol the True Spence when he boxed Mikey Garcia into a decision. Look, his 12-round decision, the toll was worse than him knocking out Mikey Garcia. It was best if he would have knocked out Mikey Garcia early. Mikey Garcia ran away from PBC. He ran his rabbit ass away from PBC. And he was exposed as a guy that was fighting what? Nothing but Uber, Lyft, and hold up. Hey, taxi, Tijuana cab driver fighters. That's who he was fighting at his truest and his most properest levels. So you guys have to see this for what it is, man. Stop the classic dotisms. Stop the troglodytisms. Stop the Rudy Pooisms. Stop the plum brainisms. Stop the ultra fanboyisms. And stop the ultra fanboy rhetoricisms. It's ridiculous. You can't have your cake and want to eat it too. I told you about pandering narratives. Once they hit the ceiling cap, blue, they have to come tumbling down. Let me say it again. Once they hit the ceiling cap, blue, they have to come tumbling down. Gervonta Tank Davis is the reason why Gamboa was hurt. The link tells you guys unquestionably and unequivocally, even the referee in the ring asked Gamboa, are you okay? Gamboa wanted to stop the fight because of the hit that Tank hit him with in the second round that caused the injury. That's how powerful Tank is. Tank dropped this man 3 times, and the third time he stopped him. What fight were you guys watching? Tank showed you guys a more technically and fundamentally sound fighter. This is how you know Tank is special. It's like Errol the True Spence. I told you guys, Errol the True Spence, Deontay Wilder, and Gervonta Tank Davis, these are special fighters. Because they don't even need to be at their best, and they still can beat 99.999% of the competition. Let me say it again. They don't even need to be their best, and they could still beat 99.99999% of the competition. Gervonta Tank Davis nearly missed weight, but he didn't. And he still dominated Gamboa. Imagine if Gervonta Tank Davis came in there even more disciplined. Y'all got to start doing this stuff. Now, I'm not going to sit here and give Gervonta Tank Davis slack. I kept that same energy. I said he should not be blowing up in weight. He should not be missing weight, especially when the guy that's promoting him is Mr. Hard Work and Dedication. Let me say it again. He should not be missing weight. He should not come on the weight scale and be overweight when the guy that's representing him is Mr. Hard Work and Dedication. He needs to dedicate himself to the craft because the competition is only going to step up. So I want him to step up his discipline. Said the same thing about Errol the True Spence. Errol the True Spence shouldn't be drinking and driving. See, I hold the fighters that I'm biased for accountable. There is a such thing called bias and balance, you Rudy Poo and Plum Plum brains. You ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric. You classic dotes and troglodytes. There is a such thing. I don't know why people don't understand that. Everyone has a form of bias. You know how I could tell? When you come out of the womb, you grew up a certain way. The way that you grew up is a form of bias. Because whoever brought you up has their own bias. Come on, man. My intelligence level is too off the charts. No one can fool me. That in and of itself, you coming out of your mom's womb is a form of bias. You know why? Because you come from a certain biased genetic code. So how are people unbiased? You see what I'm saying? Even from your blood, your DNA, you're biased. So how can you be unbiased? Anyways, I don't even want to go into that because if I start going into that, I'm going to make some people feel real small. But the gist of what I'm saying is there's no such thing as being unbiased. And anyone that tells you that they're unbiased, you need to run the other way. Let me say it again. Anyone that tells you that they are unbiased, you need to run the other way. It's really that simple. Now, there's people that are least unbiased. Now, if you're going to tell me that, that's fine. But there is such a thing called biased and balanced. That's probably what you're looking for. Because, again, everyone has a form of bias. But anyways, after I threw that uppercut, let me get back to what I was talking about. This is what these beta boy maggots, that's the new term I'm going to start using in 2020, don't understand. When they're dealing with the true alphas is a small fraternity. It's a small fraternity, so we have to stick together. Beta boy magnets, they're huge. They're everywhere. You could find them left and right, east, west, north, south. You can find them in my comment section. They're bed bug biters. They reside everywhere. They don't want it. They want their cake and they want to eat it too. They don't want to accept the fact that Gervonta Tank Davis showed 3 new things in this fight. The first thing he showed is his power can carry over for 12 rounds. His trainer, Calvin Smith, said the same thing that I said. Did he not say that? 12 freaking rounds. Not only does his power carry for 12 rounds, here's the other thing too. Gervonta Tank Davis showed you he's technically and fundamentally sound in the sense that he was using a lot of pull counters. You have to be a highly skilled fighter to use pull counters. There's such a thing as just using regular counting, which is what Danny Garcia and Mikey Garcia uses. Gervonta Tank Davis was using pull counters. This requires athleticism and explosion. It requires lateral movement and lateral ability. Ask anybody that's boxed. They know what I'm talking about. They'll say, man, he knows the sport is on the thumb and the needle of every situation. I'm always on the thumb and the needle of every situation when it comes to the sweet science. This is what Gervonta Tank Davis was nullifying your Curious Gamboa with. That's why I said, what fight were you guys watching? And then Gervonta Tank Davis showed another new wrinkle, poise and patience, because he usually gets fighters out of there quick. So there is no poise and patience. He showed you this. This means that he has a high degree of boxing IQ and mental stamina late in fights. That's what Gamboa was trying to expose. Can I take him to deep waters? How would he react in deep waters? And boy, Gervonta Tank Davis answered the damn bell. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Go back and rewatch the fight. Nocturnal Thoughts, right? He came in on my comment section and said he's a platform creator. He came back on the comment section and said he knows the sport. I got to give you props. I went back and rewatched the fight. I saw what you see now. Gervonta Tank Davis completely dominated your Curious Gamboa. I'm one take. Y'all need to go back and do 2, 3, 4, 5 takes. Remember, I'm cut from a different cloth. I'm a 3-dimensional thinker. So what I see, everybody can't see. My eyes are special, dog. I told you, I'm not a regular cat. And there's nothing about me that's regular, nor do I reside in regular realms. I'm special, so everything I do is special. That's the truth of the fact of the matter. So all I need is one take. And what I see in one take, it takes people 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 takes to see. And I'm telling you guys, go back and rewatch the fight. You'll see what I saw. Slow it down. Don't listen to these announcers and watch the fight. It's going to be an even more dominating performance than what Mayweather did to Maidana. This is what Tank was doing to Gamboa. He was systematically breaking his ass down. So I don't want to hear this Achilles stuff because Tank caused it. And I have a link because we don't play these games of guessing and all of this. Give Tank his freaking props, man. And look who he fought, Gamboa. That's what I said. Gamboa was better than Toyota Corolla, a.k.a. Anthony Crolla. He was better than some damn Alfredo Santiago. Better than some damn Masayoshi Nakatani. Better than some damn Luke Campbell. I don't care what anybody tell me. That Gamboa that fought Gervonta Tank Davis came to bring it. It was a completely different animal. This wasn't the Gamboa that fought Robinson Castellanos. I don't want to hear about that fight because Gamboa wasn't even at his best. And he told you that. So why bring up foolery? See, this is the stuff that pandering narrative coalition folks like to do. They like to give you detour routes. That's why I exposed it in the community post. That's why I dropped the link. The link even tells you Gamboa wasn't at his best. He didn't train his best. Look at the way he trained for the Tank fight versus that fight. That's why he got exposed the way that he got exposed. And he was going through a boxing crossroads. He didn't know if he wanted to continue on with the sport or not. It's all in the link, man. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. There's cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truths, like what he knows his sport resides in, and then there's the rest. Beta boy magnet isms. You guys decide for it. Put respect on Gervonta Tank Davis. Understand that he showed you something that was a new wrinkle, just like Errol the True Spence showed you in the Mikey Garcia fight. And put respect on these guys' names. The problem is they don't like these PBC fighters. Just say it. I hate PBC fighters. And we'll understand that. They just mad that Gervonta Tank Davis runs the little guys division. Errol the True Spence runs the welterweight division. And Deontay Wilder runs the heavyweight division. That's the facts, folks. And people need to stop running away from that nonsense. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.